Leroy Zeller, one of the best goalkeepers in the country, and he wears the Gaucho kit. Zeller comes in with a 0.85 goals against average.
I think that success in life is given to you because you work hard. Nothing comes so, it will just happen, you know. It's hard work.
Leroy's strength as a goalie is when they break in, he just stands there like a wall.
The agility and quickness that he has, in addition to his outstanding height and physicality.
A great goalkeeper is a player that consistently makes the save they're supposed to make.
He's a leader. He's a great goalkeeper on his line. He just has a whole package for me.
I know that in order to go into the MLS or even in championship, I have to be a really good goalkeeper, and I have to be better than those goalkeepers right now in those positions.
Our next senior is Leroy Zeller. The goalkeeper from Zolpen, Germany, has played in 55 games for the Gauchos, the 5th most all-time of any UC Santa Barbara goalkeeper. Leroy also ranks 6th in the program history for both saves and shutouts in a career. He graduates with a degree in global studies and hopes to play soccer professionally in Major League Soccer after graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, Leroy Zeller.
My name is Leroy Zeller. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Germany, a small town called Zinzenich, 30 minutes away from Cologne in the west of Germany. I've been living there my whole life with my family together, all the way until I moved out when I was 15. My first memories was pretty much playing with my friends after kindergarten or after middle school in Germany on our kindergarten. It was like a dirt field we had. It wasn't anything great. It was a small dirt field in the forest where I'm from. And these were the first memories, like playing with the other friends in the village and just playing at other villages. That was the highlight. That's probably the first picture I have of me scoring a goal. Took the ball from the wide, I dribbled through a couple players, passed it back to my other guy, he crossed it in and I just shot it. And it went somewhere in here on the right side, I remember it. And it was a good game. It was a fun game. I really got interested in soccer when my dad took me to the first game, professional soccer game of FC Cologne. It was in 2008, I think. What really fascinated me was the crowd. There was so many people, there was 56,000 people in the stadium. And I remember saying to my dad, I want to play in this crowd one day. I want to play here one day. And my dad looked at me and he was like, are you serious about that? And I said, yes, I'm serious. And he told me, if you want to be serious about it, I'm going to support you. But you have to give it 100%. If you give me 100%, I'll give you 100%. My dad sacrificed a lot of time for him, and whenever he came back from work and he was exhausted, he still drove me to practice, and it was a 45 minutes drive there and back. It was food on the car rides, and then you waited the practice, you know, rain, sunshine, whatever it was. We practiced always late, around 7 p.m. So we also came back home late, so there was not much family time. I definitely lost time with my mom. It was just in the morning, I saw before I went to school, and then before I went to bed, pretty much. I appreciate my parents a lot. Like, without my parents, and especially also my grandpa, I wouldn't be where I am today. Grandpa is an emotional topic for me. My grandpa was my role model all the way until he died in 2016 on lung cancer. But growing up, my grandpa was like a second father figure for me. The way he was, it was very generous always and loving. Maybe also opposite from my dad's side, because my dad was always like trying to push me, and my grandpa was always there to just talk, you know, and do homework with me when I came from middle school, because I didn't have much time to do homework, so he always helped me with that. He was a very calm person, but he was very precise in everything he did, and I think this is also what carries over to me. Here's me and my brother in holidays when we were very small. Like, we don't have many pictures again, because when I started playing soccer more, and we never went to holidays together, but this is me and my brother playing in the sand. Yeah, that's when he was born, in our old house in Germany. That's at my grandparents' house, actually, when he was born. And that's my brother now, boxing. He won his German title right there.
The Gauchos looking for their 5th straight win tonight, taking on Pacific at Harder Stadium, led by the great Leroy Zeller. Santa Barbara on the attack. On the right side is Jonas Williams with it. The ball deflected. Finn Ballard McBride follows it in. It's 1-0 UCSB. The UCSB bench erupts in jubilation. Here is Fioretti. The service is deflected. It goes in. The Gauchos lead at 4-2 and up 4-2, and it's bound to Leroy Zeller. Couldn't be happier.
My really big first club I played for was in the under-17 for Victoria Cologne. There was under-17 Bundesliga, at that time the highest you can play in the youth. And in for Greuther Fürth. And we won the league. We got promoted to the Bundesliga, under-19 Bundesliga, and we got celebrated in the stadium with the first team. I got promoted to the first team. Don't worry about the number 10. They didn't have any jersey for me, so they gave me the biggest guy on the team. They gave me the jersey, extra large. There was Kali Jury's jersey, and he gave that to me, practice jersey for practicing. So when I was about to turn 18, and the club told me when I'm about to turn 18, they want to offer me a pro contract. And a week before I turned 18, my appendix busted. The appendix was a big hit in my career, probably one of the biggest in my life so far, because I nearly died. It got caught pretty late from the doctors, so it happened overnight. I got unconscious, went to the hospital, pretty much told me, hey, you might call your dad because you might not make the surgery. My dad came right away, and when I woke up, luckily he was there. And from there on, I was out for almost 3 months. I was in hospital for 2 months because the inflammation values didn't go down and something was going on still inside, so I had to keep me there for a while to make sure everything is fine. And then a week with the transfer window was still open, they cancelled the contract, signed a different goalkeeper, and from there on I had to go to a different club in England, Barnsley then. England was a great experience. I was with Barnsley for around 4 months on a trial basis. An experience that shaped me, made me to the goalkeeper I am today. It was a tough time because that was when I came back from my appendix surgery. And obviously I wasn't on the level where I am now or where I have been before, but it was still great talking to them, playing games. I played against Manchester United, second teams. I played against Rashford at that time. I played against Stoke City. I played a game against Sheffield in the stadium there. And there was an unreal atmosphere in that stadium. And from there on, everything continues to the first team, 6 months, Barnsley, and then to the USA.
Leroy is a fantastic athlete, very dedicated. We never have to get on him to try. I always trust that when he's in here, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Okay, let's go 10. Palms down, band pull apart.
And then let's go into bench. Okay.
Yeah.
1 or 2 warm-up sets.
Yeah.
Okay. 10, 8, and then we'll go a couple sets of 5 because you get up to a little bit heavier weights. Yeah, Leroy consistently puts up some of the highest numbers at the school in terms of a number of our different assessments. So for power, for speed, for strength, Leroy is right up there with the best of our athletes here. He came into us with a number of good skills, but he comes in and he's able to put up 200 kilos on a trap bar deadlift, which is over 450 pounds. He's able to do that, again, kind of right away and consistently, even in season. Out of season, it's a little bit easier to do that kind of stuff, but in season, it's a very demanding schedule. 2 games a week, not a ton of rest. He still is able to come in this time and train very, very hard. He's got one of the fastest sprint speeds on the team, even as a goalkeeper. He dominates our vertical jump assessments for power, which is important for goalkeepers to have. And any strength assessment we do, whether it's just in training, whether trap bar deadlifts, squats, or weighted jumps on our force plates that look at strength output. Again, he's consistently top 3, top 5 amongst our team and ranks very, very highly across all of our men's sports here at UCSB. I like being around Leroy at practices and games because he's got a little side of humor to him. That's not many people see all the time, but he's a funny guy to be around, likes to crack jokes with the guys, and he brings a little bit of that comic relief to the team. I think he's got all the capabilities For a pro athlete in Leroy, again, I think he's going to be in the pros someday.
My favorite thing about UCSB is Hada Stadium. I mean, that is really the iconic stadium in the nation, I would say. Like, Hada Stadium is like home for the Gauchos for so many years now. It can fit so many people. It's where we play our home games. You know, it's like our holy place, our home. You know, that's what I see my second home, because I've been training here for 3 years now, playing here for 3 years. You walk out the tunnel and you can see the stands already with UCSB, and then you see 2004 and 2006, you know, 2006 when they won the national championship. And you can always like think and like start to like imagine how it would look like with all these stands full. So my first impression was, and I was like, wow, it almost kind of looks like back in Germany, you know, in big stadium, 3rd division, 2nd division stadiums. There are a lot of memories seen in the locker room, but I would say the best memory we had was after we won 2021, the Big West Championship final. My locker was right there, I remember, and I took a picture of that, me and the trophy I won, and had it right here. It was my first season for UCSB, and we directly won the championship. And everybody was singing and dancing. Even Tim was dancing in the locker room with us. We took a huge picture in here. That was probably my favorite memory. Life at home for me is very structured. It has to be clean, it has to smell good, everything has to be ordered, put away, and it's like very German, you know. The space you live in represents your mind. When I'm usually at home, what I do is I like cooking a lot. In the college towns, the food isn't really healthy, and you don't really know what's in there, you know, too much salt, too much sodium. So I like to put a lot of meat and pasta, rice, tuna, and I'm trying to keep it balanced. But now I want to put some pasta. Yeah, it's garlic tomato paste. So that's really good. It adds a good flavor. And then what we're also going to add is a little bit of this here, but just a little bit. Make it a little more creamy. While the food is cooking right now, this is my my old football jersey from Newbury. I was number 12, it was a practice jersey. I asked Coach Schneider if I can keep it because it has a memory, and I was able to keep it. These are the receiver gloves. Similar like goalkeeper gloves, right? More sticky and like very tight on the fingers. Newbury was a great experience in my life, and I really enjoyed the time in Newbury. I always look back at Newbury as like probably one of my favorite places of the college, where I make great memories, great connections with the guys. It was a kind of like a really big jump for me, because I came from an environment up here, like being in the pros in Germany, being in the pros in England, and then going to Division II school in South Carolina, where we trained and played at the same field almost. And the field, it wasn't good at all. It was very bumpy. It was like a regular grass field pretty much. COVID hit, you know, in 2020, right? 2021, COVID hit. Soccer season, it didn't permit me to play because soccer season was cancelled. But the football season was still playing, so I joined the team on the football team. The head coach liked me, Coach Knight. The boys all like me from the football team, still have great experience with them. And some of them boys are now in the NFL, with the Buccaneers, for the Giants, for the Ravens. And I'm still in touch with them until this day, and it was a great experience. Yeah, you see like some marks still on the jersey, you know, ripping and everything. It was very agile. I like it. It's a great time. That's a routine I do before games. I always cook at home, and now it's almost 6, so I'm gonna eat this. Then I'm gonna drink a lot of water, read my book, and then have a good night's sleep before the game. I don't have a table. That's my only table I have. There was a table right here, but I threw it out. I took it out because it took away too much space, and it gave me space to just sit around and do nothing, so I didn't like that. It wasn't productive in my life. And now I have this space here to do my push-ups. I do 200 push-ups in the morning and 200 before I go to sleep. It's like my routine. And to stay active, before breakfast, you gotta earn breakfast. You have to earn your breakfast, so I'm gonna do push-ups before my breakfast. And yeah, that's it.
My name is Clayne Plummer. Was born and raised in Limon, Costa Rica. I am a goalkeeper coach. It's fun being with Leroy. I think the clash of cultures at the beginning was a little interesting because he's German and I'm Black Latino. But I've been around a lot of people from other places around the world, and now it's a very respectful relationship, coach to athlete and athlete to coach. And we could joke around if you have a chance to see in our games, after a certain play, he would look at the bench and we laugh about it. And hey, I don't have to say anything. He could just look at my eyes or my hand signals, and we could get a joke out of it, like the save that he had on his thigh that went out, and we started laughing about it. Like, I don't know how I did it. And like, hey, it's part of soccer. So it's a great relationship. It's fun to work that way.
Yeah, Clayne Plummer is a really good goalkeeper coach. My relation with him is very good as well, and I'm very happy to have a good relationship with him. Because in the end of the day, it's him and me, and it's only him and me, and we work every day together. He's trying to make me better, and I'm learning a lot from him because he has been in the pro world for over a decade. So he has a lot of experience he brings in, and I can only benefit from that. I'm trying to take everything from him and soak it up like a sponge, and just learn from him.
In my opinion, a great goalkeeper is a player that consistently makes the save they're supposed to make. Consistency, is what's going to make a great goalkeeper, and I think those are attributes that the greats make. I think his work ethic, I think his approach that he has day to day to be the best that he could be. He's very, very professional, very driven young man. Obviously, his skills on the field, his ability to kick with both of his feet, which is something that is required now in modern day football, But the game has demanded for us to be more like complete footballers, and he's very good with his feet. Obviously, his size, his presence, good hands. Obviously, his stature is very imposing. So I think he has the tools and requirements to be an elite goalkeeper.
Even overhitting it can be good. So Pablo, you flow down to where...
I'm Tim Vomsteeg. I'm the head coach here at UC Santa Barbara. I'm in my 25th season. This year I celebrated the 300th win in my career, which has been a really neat experience, but it does mean I've been around a long time. For me, the goalkeeper is the one that sets the tone. He sets the tone for the defense. He also is the player that gives your defense the confidence it needs. What I wanted to know from my goalie is an extra set of eyes to help me make sure I got everybody picked up in the box. So for me, the goalkeeper needs to scan the field. The goalkeeper needs to, again, organize it. The goalkeeper is the one player that can see the whole field. And then in the end, the goalkeeper is the one that, in a big game makes the one save.
My relationship with Leroy started 2021 season. He came in as a transfer from Newberry College over in South Carolina.
Well, funny enough, I met Leroy when I was in France, and I first talked to him when I was trying to come to the US because he was playing for Newberry College. Always had this impression of, okay, he's trying to help me on and off the field. So he's always been a great teammate and friend of mine.
Leadership is a quality that you have to have. Communication is also a very big aspect of this position. So I think that Leroy possesses all of these traits.
He has a very professional, driven approach to become the best goalkeeper he could be. He doesn't take any time off. I think he's a great teammate, not only for the other goalkeepers, but the other players. He's a leader, a naturally born leader. We play a position that, unfortunately, only one player could play at a time. And he understands what it is that they're probably going through as being the number two with David Mitzner and with Teddy. But at the end of the day, even though he gets the start, he's always coaching them. He's always encouraging them. He needs their support as well as they need his support.
UCSB and Cal Poly tonight at Harder Stadium, a crowd of better than 10,000 expected. Leroy Zeller said he couldn't sleep last night. The great German goalkeeper leading the Gauchos in their blue-green rivalry match against Cal Poly. Here are the Gauchos on the attack now. The ball is played in. And on the other end of it, off the rebound, is Nico Willumsen. He scores, and the Gauchos lead it 1-0. What a goal by the Dane, Nico Willumsen, to get this crowd going crazy here at Harder Stadium. Zeller now in protection of his goal. What a save by Leroy Zeller. He goes up, he gets it with the right hand. Cal Poly on the attack again. Leroy's got to come up big for the Gauchos. He does with a diving save. Leroy Zeller continues to frustrate Cal Poly. Here are the Mustangs on the attack. Zeller with a great diving save to his right. He read it like a book. Zeller with the save. The Gauchos win it 2-0 over Cal Poly, and this crowd at Harder Stadium is
It's a great night.
crazy.
It's a good night for us to celebrate. We had a great crowd tonight, so it's fun to have everybody take part in that, and then we were able to reward them with the win. Leroy came up with the one big save as the guy broke in, but that's what we carried. What we carried over is we're trying to find that game where we put both halves together and then controlled the game, and we did that tonight. And I thought Leroy was great tonight in goal. So collectively across the board, the team played very well.
The bus ride up at Cal Poly is a quiet one that it's very focused. You could hear a pin drop.
The preparation for the Cal Poly game is a very special one because it's not just tactically on the field, it's also preparation mentally. For me, every game is a tough game, but the Cal Poly game is a special tough game.
With any Cal Poly UCSB rivalry, the crowd is a very important aspect of the game that some viewers might not understand. It's only until you're on the pitch that you really realize how much of an impact they have on both the home and the away team.
I've never seen it at a college level, so quite shocked to see so many people at a college soccer game. That was not a final or anything like that. It was quite good.
So the Cal Poly away environment is very hostile. A lot of fans screaming your name, but not in a good way, calling you names, talking about your family.
It's electrifying. It's like, wow, there's so many people, and when somebody gets a yellow card, everybody goes roaring through the stadium. Everybody starts yelling, and you think it's loud, and then it goes even a notch louder. And you really you get goosebumps, you get your neck hair up because you feel, oh, yeah, I'm ready, let's go. Like it's a nice feeling to have that crowd, to hear it.
And that'll be your score at the half. UC Santa Barbara Gauchos 0, Cal Poly Mustangs 0.
The locker room speech at halftime was a heated one. Not like bad, but it was very intense.
It's not acceptable. We're lucky that it's 0-0. Every time we break a line, we gotta go with them. With speed. Okay? That is how we create goals.
And then we got really lucky with like the last 5 minutes of the first half when I made that save on the goal line. We could have been 1-0 down, and if you 1-0 down against Cal Poly, at Cal Poly especially, they're going to go deep with 10 guys, and it's going to be tough to play through them for the last 45 minutes.
I always go back to the team because I think that games like that are what propels your team forward. When players have to overcome that kind of adversity, the yelling, the screaming, the way Cal Poly plays, how hard they play on that night. So when you get a result up at Cal Poly, it's certainly special.
The relationship between me and the fans of Cal Poly, I think it's kind of special, because when I played the first time 3 years ago at their place, I had a great game. I made a couple saves, denied almost every ball. I don't think I conceded a goal, actually. And started then, the fans kind of started to know me. The second year then, they started to know me even better and started creating chants for me. I always say, you have to create your biggest hater into your fans. You know, it's a thing that I take from it. I don't take it negatively, I take it more positively. They don't boo you, you're not interesting for them.
We just use that as a motivation to like, oh, let's make him silent, you know? Well, the ball gets to Mikel, and I see their left back is pretty far away from me, so I'm taking the space and I ask the ball from Mikel. He plays it into me, and I see Chava doing the run. Chava gets the ball.
Chava kind of slits, but still maintains the ball, does a 360 sprint. Plays the ball across to Lucas. Lucas is wide open and he taps it into the goal. Crowd goes quiet. And everything you hear is UCSB cheering.
It's not just a goal, it's 10,000 people going silence. And it's just the best feeling.
The fans were still having those chants against me, you know, so I ran up to the middle line and turned to the fans and just sitting with that. Like, you know, I don't hear any, we just scored, be quiet.
It was an amazing feeling. First goal in a rivalry, and it's even better that it was the game winner. Very, very proud of my teammates, and I'm happy that I was able to tap in it after a good play. I think the best thing that Leroy did in the match against Cal Poly would probably be to keep everybody locked in the full 90 minutes. A lot of times teams will shut off for a play or two, and he was able to make sure everybody was attentive 100% of the time, and for that reason we didn't give up any goals. And with Leroy back there making saves, coming out on big plays, it gives us all confidence for the game moving forward.
You want to lead the people, you want to give the energy to your backline, to your team in front of you, that they have somebody back there they can trust and they can rely on. And whatever happens in the game, if somebody gets fouled and it's a cheap foul, a disrespectful foul, you got somebody to stand there behind your back. You know, it's not nice to go down, especially in a crowd like last night. Team 1 got fouled, 3 people around him come up to him and push him around. And it doesn't happen if I'm on the ball.
There is certainly nothing better than to go into a hostile place like you know, Cal Poly, Spano Stadium, and then having to walk away with a really, you know, quiet crowd.
I love beating Cal Poly. It is. First of all, it's our rivalry, and it's nothing better to beat a school at their house, go there and beat them and then drive back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Will be your final score tonight. UC Santa Barbara Gauchos 1, your Cal Poly Mustangs 0. On behalf of Cal Poly Athletics, we hope you had a wonderful time here at Mustang Memorial Field, presented by Bridge Hospital Medical Center, and thank you for spending with us. Go Mustangs!
Listen, hey, really proud of our effort tonight. Does everybody understand that? Really proud. Let's go bring it in. Let's go. Bring it in. On 3 Gauchos. 1, 2, 3.
Leroy has been very, very consistent when it comes to crosses. He hardly makes any mistakes. His timing is impeccable, and I think that disrupted a lot in what Cal Poly's scheme of the game was.
Leroy's strength as a goalie is when they break in, he just stands there like a wall, and you have to beat him with the shot. You know, he's this kind of man-child in the goal. He makes the goal look like almost a hockey net versus a regular soccer goal. And it's hard to pick out a corner on him when he gets big like that.
A lot of goalkeepers, they'll be tall and lanky, but really won't have the agility that Leroy has.
You're not getting half a game from Leroy. That's not a thing. Leroy gives you 100% every game. I know what's happening in the back. I don't have to worry about it.
I can definitely see him playing professionally.
He has all the traits to be. He's a leader, great goalkeeper on his line. He has crazy side volleys. You know, he just has a whole package for me.
I will see him soon as a professional. I think he has all the attributes that a goalkeeper needs to make that next leap from college to professional. But to make that jump, you gotta stay hungry.
Whatever it takes, I'm gonna work hard. My ability is there, I'm never giving up, you know, and what I need, it's my whole life.
Leroy is a goalkeeper that could go in any franchise right now and be a number one.
Life for me is an experience. The book is already written. Like, whatever happens, happens. Setbacks are setbacks, they're there to make you stronger. You know, gaining life experience, learning and being patient, you know, working hard, especially in soccer, in any sport that you do. And the most important thing is to never give up. I've never thought when I was playing with the pro guys in Germany or training with them that I would end up in Newbury in a year from there. But these are all things you can't expect, you know, this is life. You know, something happens that you don't expect and you have to adjust to it. Everything that I've done, everything where I've been through has just made me the person who I am today, and I'm proud of that.
Leroy Zeller achieved great success here at UC Santa Barbara, from goalkeeper of the year in the Big West Conference to a team championship. He loved the crowds, and they loved him back. He will have the memories of Harder Stadium and beyond for the rest of his life.